200 grams of protein in one day with only 3 meals and 1 snack. Now guys, look, I'm a business owner and a dad, and it's fair to say that I do not have much spare time. However, I still hit my protein goal every single day. So the purpose of this video is to show you what sort of meals I have that are very quick to put together and take up no time at all, that enables me to hit my goal of 200 grams per day. So I made a video a few months ago when my protein was a little bit lower at around 180, and that got a lot of questions. People were asking if I could do a video where the protein intake was slightly higher. So I thought, you know what, help you guys out, and I have put this video together with the meals that I like to eat on a regular basis that are easy to put together, take up no time for those guys who are super busy and want to just crack on with their life and their work and their family life, but still hit those high protein numbers. So you should know by now that the gold standard to setting your protein goal is you want to aim for around 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. So if you're 200 pounds, 200 grams should be your target. So what we're going to do, we're going to cook meal 1 right now, and this one's really quick and simple. It's literally 5 eggs, and then I have a protein bagel alongside some yogurt and some fruit. So I like to poach my eggs because that's the fastest and easiest way just to get them on and forget about them. And once the water starts to boil, it's only 3 minutes. So now I know what you're thinking, 5 eggs is a lot. It is. It's a lot of fat in the eggs. So here's the thing about cholesterol. Some cholesterol is good, and what I always like to advise is some of the good cholesterol is in the egg yolk, but that's where most of the fat is as well. So I always have no more than absolute maximum 3 yolks per day. And then the white, the egg white, is where the main protein is. So what I always like to recommend to clients is 2 to 3 full eggs a day. And then if you need more protein for that meal, just top it up with egg whites. So in this case, we've got here 5 eggs. I'll eat 3 full eggs and then have 2 additional whites. So just add a bit of water. And again, the great thing about this is you can set it and forget it. Once that is boiling, it only takes roughly about 3 minutes if you like them quite soft. So let that cook. Right, let me show you the bagel. So, I've been eating these for quite some time now because what I like about these bagels here is that they have been fortified with protein. So they're not as carb heavy because they're thin. They're a bit thin, as you can see, compared to a normal bagel. And they have less carbs and they have more protein, which ticks all the boxes for me. So per bagel, it's only 150 calories. And you're looking at 24 grams of carbs, and you're looking at 8 grams of protein. So that's pretty good. And again, what I like to do, keep these in the freezer, and then you pop it open in the toaster. Again, 2 minutes, you're good to go. So let's get that ready to go once the eggs are almost done. Just there. And then for the third part of the breakfast, which I know seems like a lot, but because I train in the morning, I like to front load my calories. I don't like to have too many calories in the evening. So this meal was probably one of the biggest meals, and it's also pre-workout, which is going to give me energy for my session. So what I like to do to top up the protein is to buy a 2% or 0% Greek yogurt. And again, this is really high in protein. So per 100 grams, you're getting 10 grams of protein. So what I like to do is I like to have this 150 grams, so 15 grams, and then I like to add a little bit of fruit, and mainly berries. So I like to have blueberries, raspberries, blackberries, and then just have that, you know, after the eggs, and that comes in. I'll put the macros on the screen. I think this whole breakfast comes in, well, let me tell you, because I've done the maths already. So this one comes in at 53 grams of protein for breakfast. That's quite a lot, right? So we need to be hitting at least kind of 50 grams per meal if we're doing it in 3 and then a snack. So yeah, super easy, guys. This is literally going to take 2 minutes. So we've got the eggs, the bagel, and then the yogurt with some berries coming in at 53 grams. So I'm going to quickly wrap this up, eat it, enjoy it, go back to work, and then I will see you for lunch. Right guys, so meal number 2, lunchtime. Now this one has to be super, super quick. I'm either still working or I just got back from the gym and I just need a big protein hit super quickly. So this is what I like to have. Now, I'm sure you can find different brands of soups, but I like to go for this brand here in the UK, and it's a good way to get your greens in as well. So this one is called a power soup, protein power soup, and it's got basically garden peas and spinach. Now, this alone has 26 grams of protein, as you can see, right? But what I like to do to make it even more sexy is I like to add some tuna. Now, I know it might sound a little bit weird having tuna with soup, but I actually quite like it. It goes well. So what I like to do as well is put this in a microwave for literally 3 minutes. I open a can of tuna, I throw this in the soup, and then I've got basically a meal that's taken me 5 minutes to kind of put together, and it's got 50 grams of protein, or 52 grams, right? So again, if you're not at home and you're in the office and you have tuna you can just buy and keep there, soups you can buy fresh every other day, keep it in the fridge, and as long as you have a microwave, then you're good to go. So this meal has to be quick, and this is a great way to get some greens in, and it's a great way to get protein if you add something like a can of tuna. If you think, do you know what, Ed, that sounds absolutely disgusting, then you can have it separately. Have the tuna, you know, and the soup separately. It does the same job. But I like to mix it in. Maybe I'm a bit weird, who knows. But yeah, guys, try it out. Find soups with high in protein and add a can of tuna. So that's meal number 2. So it's time for the snack. And I normally have this snack straight after my workout. And guys, again, super quick, efficient, gives you a big punch of protein. And that's basically protein powder. Now I buy this in a big tub because it works out to be cheaper. And I quite like to use the Biotech USA 100% whey protein. And I like to go boring vanilla, but when you're having a lot of it, then it's probably the best flavor. And all I do is I have 2 scoops of this post-workout, straight after my workout. And again, that packs in 50 grams of protein. You have to be smart. You have to think of ways that are gonna not take up too much of your time, because otherwise you just won't be able to hit your goals, right? So what I do, I have this with water and also 5 grams of creatine, which I like to buy the creatine CreaPure. And I have 5 grams post-workout because this has been shown to really help, you know, with strength, with building muscle, and even now they reckon it helps with cognitive function. So 2 scoops of protein, 5 grams of creatine. Creatine is not necessary, and that gives me 50 grams for my snack. So meal number 3, and this is normally my dinner, the last meal for the day. And again, because I want to spend time with the family and with Leo, then we tend to have something again during the week that's relatively quick to cook, and I like to go for salmon. Now the thing with salmon is that yes, it's a bit higher in calorie, it has quite a bit of healthy fats, so it is going to be a bit more calorific. But in terms of protein, if you have roughly, I think it's 230 grams of salmon, so to give you an idea, this one has 500, so about half, so it's a good size fillet. Then that's going to come in at about 52 grams of protein. So sometimes what I do is I like to put a little bit of, for example, soy sauce, not soy sauce, I think teriyaki sauce, let me check. Where is it? Yep, so teriyaki sauce, which I know does have a little bit of sugar, but I just put a thin layer of this on top of the salmon. It goes in the oven for about 12 minutes, and that keeps it nice and moist. It's a little bit pink in the middle, and it just gives it a little bit more flavor. And then I have this normally with some rice. So I think the great combo with that one is sweet chili and lime rice. So I have it with half a bag of this rice, and then with vegetables. So I mix it up. So I have courgette, broccoli, asparagus, and yeah, it's basically just a relatively quick meal. And you're able to also, you can use also white fish if you're a bit concerned about the calories of salmon, or if I want to have meat, I could have like a steak. And again, that has a lot of protein per gram. So you can have that for your dinner, which again, in a pan takes, you know, if you like it medium rare, about 6 minutes. So that's pretty much it. And guys, that is 200 grams of protein. So as you can see, it does not take a lot for you to have 3 meals and 1 snack to hit 200 grams, but you just need to be organized. You need to have the food in your house. You need to be organized. And if you're consistent with that and you're training hard and whether you're trying to lose weight, lose fat, or build muscle, then protein is key, right? It's super important. It's going to help you recover, build muscle, and it helps you feel fuller for longer, so you won't be binging as much. All right, guys. So if you want to watch the video where my protein intake was a little bit lower, where I'm hitting 180 grams, then I'll link the video up here for you to watch. But as always, thank you all for watching. Like the video, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.